Hi guys, it's your two poly chicks again, Tiffany and Cindy. And we love bringing you the awesome content that we do each week. And this week after Thanksgiving, we felt like we should be discussing diet and exercise and just, eating healthy and having those motivational, I guess the motivation to be healthier, eat healthier, and exercise. And before the new year, because we usually talk about it during the new year, right? We usually talk about it like resolution. At the beginning of the year, we're going to start. It's so funny. David had said to me yesterday, he said, I'm going to do XYZ. I can't tell you what it is. XYZ at the beginning of the year. And I was like, why not now?
Is it something good?
Well, we're already married, so I don't think he's gonna propose to me. I don't think that's
no.
Wait, hopefully he ain't leaving at the beginning. Like I'm gonna.
That would be good news.
Like, remember that movie where he was like, I'm going to the party. You're
not with you. Wait to exhale. I'm going.
Oh my
God!
But yeah, it's something he wants to start, and I'm like, why not now? And that's how I feel about the diet and exercise, and just eating healthier and maintaining a healthy body weight. So, Cindy, and I know when we look at the CDC or the guidelines for healthy body weight, it's way under what we see and feel. And I know in our community, we like the thickness, we like the butt, the thighs, but is that healthy? I don't know if that's considered healthy. And I think there's a little bit of a sliding scale when it comes to, how our weight is carried. But at the same time, we do need to consider eating healthy and maintaining a healthy body weight. I'll say with me, when I looked at that scale, I think I'm obese. I'm not morbidly obese, but I'm obese. Not overweight, obese. So I was like, and I didn't weigh myself after Thanksgiving. So God, I'm like,
you might have tipped the scale literally and figuratively.
I know I haven't gone over 200 ever. So I'm just hoping and praying. Did I have one time? I think I have one time. I'm scared to weigh myself right now because I don't ever want to see the 200 like in my memory. So I'm just
that scale though, Tiff, is not. There's different scales. I mean, you got to look at the Afrocentric one, or not Afrocentric, but African American one, because our weight is different than that scale. Our weight is. I've never been on that scale. As a good weight.
It's distributed differently.
It's different. We have a different makeup, and once we come to terms with that, then we can kind of, because you'll be discouraged forever if you look at that weight chart. You'll never feel like you're gonna
let me cross that one off my but no, I mean, and I feel like if you get as close, I didn't even know that there was an Afrocentric weight scale. There's
one I saw years ago. They had modified it to say this is not for everybody. Everybody's different. I mean, you have German people that are differently compacted, Russian people that are differently compacted. It's your genetics.
Yeah.
So how your body's made up. So for them, it's
right.
obese.
But we're not made to be fat. Like no. Like
you fat in any culture.
Wait, look, I'm like, if you look at the jiggle right here, we're not made to be doing that. I mean, no. It's fun to have for a certain
fun bags.
but we're not made to carry so much weight. And I think we talked about that in other episodes. And when you look at the CDC guidelines, they talk about healthy eating and healthy weight. And most of it is water, fruits, and vegetables. That's what proteins, grains, things with vitamins. That's really all we have to incorporate into our diet.
Well, no, and you also have to watch your fat intake. I think we don't talk a lot about, because we used to get fed by the food triangle in school, the pyramid, and the fats and stuff were on the bottom because which part was the lower part was on the I think remember. The fats are on the bottom. If you look at the food pyramid, I would have to Google it while you're talking. Food pyramid, but whatever the bad parts is the smallest part of the triangle, And that's like the fat, your saturated fats and stuff.
Okay, so then that must be at the top, because when you look at a triangle, the triangle is at the top. But and that's the thing. It's like you want to have more intake of the fruits, the vegetables, the vitamins, things with fiber that'll make you go to the bathroom. Yeah, things that make you go to the bathroom, minerals, and more importantly, protein, which helps build muscle, which also helps burn fat. So I used to love weightlifting, and not weightlifting like, but like lifting weights to help me exercise, and I burned a lot of fat that way and faster, because the protein and the muscle mass actually even, and it weighs a little more too, so you'll notice you may gain weight when you're weightlifting, but you're burning that fat, so you'll be smaller but maybe heavier in some instances. So
if you look at the pyramid, it says bread, cereals, potatoes. That's at the widest part. But people always say you can't have that. So that's 4 servings, and then it's like fruits and vegetables, 2 servings or 2 to 4 servings. Milk and dairy's in the middle, which I believe dairy's no good for certain cultures. So that's like 3 servings, and meat and fish, which is what you're talking about, and alternatives, that's 2 small servings. So it's actually meat and fish is like, according to this pyramid, meat and fish is after fats in terms of what not to eat so much of.
And
I don't know.
It's funny how you said serving size. Serving size makes a difference too, because when we think serving size, my plates are big. When the actual serving size is probably like the size of your fist for like any given meal. And we tend to go over the serving size. So I mean, I had a bag of nuts the other day and it said 14 servings. I think I ate that thing in 3 sittings.
Don't even talk about how much I love chocolate covered almonds from Costco's. And 11 of them is like almost 200 calories. I mean, you really have to know your caloric intake. So when you talk weight loss, oh my God, it's kind of technical, but it's not hard to understand. When you understand, like, what is it? 2,500 calories is like a pound or something. So if you're eating 4,000 calories in a day and you only burn your body burns calories regardless of if you do anything or not, but it only burns about what your weight can handle. So maybe you burn about 1,000 calories or 1,200 calories. Wow. So you got like 2,800 calories that you didn't burn. So that's how you gaining weight. Yeah.
And we're not saying that you can't have comfort food or you shouldn't have comfort food, because I mean, everything in moderation is good. I mean, even diet and exercise in moderation is good. You have to have a balance. And speaking of, what you said, the extra 20, when you have 2,800 versus 2,500, the way to burn or get rid of that extra 300 calories is to exercise. And that's something I know when doctors talk about it, they say exercise is 80% of the battle, but the other 20% can be exercise. I'm sorry, diet is 80% of the battle, and the other 20% can be exercise and keeping up that, getting rid of that extra 300 calories that you ate over the recommended daily allowance. I know exercise can help, but like I mean, I feel like I need to focus more on my diet more so than exercise, because when I ate healthier, I lost weight without even exercising for the most part.
Because so it's futile to exercise if you're going to put all the calories back.
So
you're going to eat 4,000 calories and you're going to exercise, you're going to have to exercise 5,000 calories to lose weight. And do you know, like, just walking for 30 minutes is only like 200 or 300 calories burned. So it's not a lot. So if you eat that, I wish I could show it to you guys. Well, this is one of them. The chocolate covered raisins are one. Now, this is not a sponsor.
Those look so good.
20 of them would be like 100, be like 200 calories. So I have to walk like 40 minutes to burn them. And I don't
know how many, wait, I'm looking at them. You know how many of those I would eat? I would eat like the whole jar, and probably, like I said, 3 sittings. While I'm watching TV, I'd be popping them, thinking, hey, raisins are good for you.
They're little and cute, right? It's a little and cute. Well, that's a cookie in there, guys. That's not part of it.
But the thing is, fruit has a lot of sweet in it, a lot of sugar in it.
People don't know that.
It's not good to eat a lot of fruit either.
Right,
So
right.
everything in moderation. That's the key. And we talked about exercise, but I wrote down a few things what exercise does. Exercise can be a mood booster. It's mentally clarifying. You can build your body better. It's a blood
Build back
pressure
better.
booster. Yeah, build back better, like Biden said. And it helps your body flow and maintain itself. It regulates your body better. So
it lowers
exercise
your
has a
blood
lot
pressure.
of,
It helps your heart rate. It,
Yep.
like you said, your mental function. It battles depression. When I'm feeling down, I just take a walk. I gotta take a walk. I gotta take a walk.
Yeah, you always say that. You're like, I don't feel right when I don't
I
go for my
walk every day. I don't feel right. Lately, my legs have been bothering me, so it's harder. I've been doing my yoga. I started doing yoga, which is also, I mean, there's a lot of, so you can't just go start exercising. You should go see your doctor, talk to your doctor, get that health, that fitness update, because there's exercise that can really injure you if you're not supposed to be exercising. So like for me, I had to stop walking because my knee and my hip had been bothering me, arthritis. And so I had to like alter my workout because I was like, man, I've been doing good. I've been walking, but I used to walk 4 miles, 5 miles. Man. That was just too much for me because of the arthritic elements in my body. And so you can't just, in other words, you can't just go, okay, I'm going to start an exercise routine.
Yeah. And even though they say walking is one of the easier things, it's but when you, like you said, if you have arthritis or any other joint ailments, that could stop you. But there's other forms of exercise. There's low intensity exercise. There's, like you said, stretching. There's mobility exercise.
YouTube is great. So YouTube, just Google it. YouTube, Google exercise for knee pain, exercise for back pain, exercise because you don't want to injure yourself.
Yes,
definitely. So it's definitely something you got to get in a routine of, because once you get in the routine and the habit, you'll do it. But if you don't get in a routine, if you keep going one day, every other 3 days, or this, you won't get in a routine.
I need to get into my routine. And I keep telling my girlfriends, like, I'll call you and Tika and Shadina, and I'll say, we need to do a walk and talk. And I'm so busy, I never get to walk or talk. So it's like, I need to incorporate that. And like I said, instead of starting at the new year, I want to start like ASAP. So we're going to be talking after this about my walk and talk. Whenever you go to walk,
just walk and talk.
We'll see. Because I don't get to talk to you guys on the phone a lot, but that could be my me time and just going and walking.
It's your
or
mental,
even walking
mental health.
And listening to your favorite podcast, like this Politics. But
politics ramble in your ear. We promised 30 minutes.
Yes. Well, we've cut it down significantly. We've been much better with your time. We value our time and we value your time, and we want to still bring you good content. But one of the last things we wanted to talk about was the high blood pressure and diabetes and those things that they say are hereditary and run in your family. The mayor of New York, the new mayor, I forget his name always, Eric Adams, is that?
Eric Adams, yes.
He was talking about how he went blind from diabetes. He had diabetes and he went blind for a little bit, and he changed his diet, and he changed, he started having a healthy lifestyle, and his eyesight is obviously restored. But he was talking about, and a lot of doctors discuss this, they say diabetes and high blood pressure does not automatically run in your family. It doesn't automatically.
You shocked me when you said that, because that's just something Black folks say. It runs in my family.
But it doesn't. It doesn't. And when you think about it, it's because the diet that we have runs in our family. So
we eat the way we're trained to eat.
Exactly. So we eat the high sugar, high fat foods, and that's what we give our kids, and that's what our kids give their kids. So it seems hereditary, but it's really in the foods and drinks that you eat. When you have Kool-Aid with hundreds of tons of sugar, and we all have had that. I mean, it seems like, that runs in our family, but it can be prevented with diet and exercise, and mostly diet. When you change your diet, you notice that you start, feeling better. And think about this. The doctors, they tell you all the time, if you eat healthier, you'll be healthier. That's the main thing. An
apple a day, they say, but it's just like, it's the same principle. But if you go back in our playlist, guys, we did a whole episode on blood pressure.
Yes.
I don't remember the month it was, but it was with
April.
Tiffany Williams.
Yes. Not this Tiffany Williams,
Not
the
that
other Tiffany Williams.
There was a Tiffany on there. So if you go back and look at that, we did a whole thing on blood pressure, which was great. But
Yes.
it is a lifestyle change. It's a mind change first.
Yes.
To me.
Yes.
It's a mind change.
Yes.
You have to change your mind first. You have to,
yes.
And
it's not a do, and just because you change your diet or you start exercising doesn't mean that you're going to reverse every bit of damage that you've already done. So you may say, okay, I've been exercising for a year and now I still have this high blood pressure or diabetes, but look at what you've been doing for the rest of
10 years,
your
15 years,
entire life, 40 years. You can't reverse it like that fast. So you just have to continuously work on it. That's the key takeaway. And like I said, before I go back for my physical, I do need to get healthier, and I know I need to work on some things, and I need to get rid of some of the,
well, don't lose the bag. Don't lose the fun bags.
I know, but I do need to. And this episode is for myself too. Before the new year, let's try to start with our healthy journey before the new year, because everyone will start then, and by then you'll already be on your journey. Right?
Yeah. And you know what? Be forgiving of yourself. Don't. If you have a bad day, it's like you already said. It's something you've been doing forever. Habits are formed in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever. It takes time to form a habit. So the same way you've been eating poorly for all this time, like you said, you have to, but don't kick yourself. If you fail, if you cheat, if you fall, don't kick yourself, because it's over time. It's going to take time, it's going to take time.
And I mean, like I said, there's certain times when you need that comfort food, or you want to just binge on junk food and just have those days. And that's forgivable. That's something that can be expected in life. And it's the key point is to just get back on that horse and go back to your regular healthy diet and your regular exercise. So, I mean, this has been good, Cindy. Like I said,
we didn't talk about diabetes though, right? Did we talk about diabetes?
Yeah, when we talked about the high blood pressure and how it did run in the family. But if you wanted to add some more stuff.
No, I thought you was gonna. But the only thing I would say about diabetes, I was glad you told me about that it doesn't run in your family, because that I definitely always thought. But I was reading on the website about the things you shouldn't eat if you're diabetic, because last month was Diabetes Awareness Month. Yes. So it's like white breads, sugary loaded breakfast cereals, fatty foods, white rice, canned juices, potatoes, starches, basically starch, because starch breaks down to sugar. And I love that you said fruit, be careful with fruit, because I was one that I was eating so much fruit, and somebody said it to me like, you got to be careful with that. And I was like, I just started thinking about fruit has a lot of sugar, but anyway. So just be very careful.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you and you hit the nail on the head. A lot of things break down the sugar. Even alcohol breaks down the sugar. Those certain things.
That's why people gain weight from drinking. Alcohol has a lot of calories.
Oh my gosh, the beer bellies.
Anyway, we can maybe do follow up with this every month or so, check in to see how we doing because I got some goals that I definitely think losing weight will help my muscles.
Yes. Yeah, so let's check in on that. Let's see how Tiffany and Cindy are doing with their healthy eating and weight management goals.
Yeah.
So you guys keep us accountable, okay?
Keep us accountable. And definitely, I was thinking, as you said, we'll end with this with Eric Adams. I was like, there is a political element to it. When you live in certain areas, the food is not that great in the stores. When you live in certain areas, there are no programs like the Y and stuff for children with juvenile diabetes is very high. So there's definitely a political aspect to the food you get in your area, the prices of the food, the quality of the food. And now we got food chain supply issues now. So it's good.
And there's some places that don't even have like full supermarkets where they can get fruit and vegetables. And I know in Brooklyn, there was somebody that was growing a garden or doing some type of garden in Brooklyn. I would have to look that up, where they were growing fruits and vegetables because it wasn't readily available to the community. So it's just, that is definitely a good point to bring up the political.
We always politics. There was a guy in California.
Element to everything.
I don't know if you know that guy in California. I forgot his name. He was on TED Talks, and he got sued by the city because he made a garden. He said the kids doesn't have fruits and vegetables, and you always complain about them eating hot cheese Doritos and stuff. So he made a garden, and now find him, but then the community got together and helped him, and then the government backed off. So there's
Oh,
a
wow.
political aspect. They want you fat
Everything.
because of the medicines,
Yep.
because of the higher price of healthy foods are higher priced. And those are the
Medicine is
people
high priced.
yeah, they want you to keep you fat, sick, and dead.
Yep. So
anyway,
I mean, like well, we said we were gonna end on a high note. So you guys, we keep us accountable, keep watching and seeing if we are maintaining and sticking to our goals. As always, follow us at Two Poly Chicks on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Email us to polychicks@gmail.com, and don't forget to like or dislike, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.
Bye.